Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about Hungarian method, which is in the assignment problems, like using the subtopic of assignment model, assignment problems. Okay, so it is very easy and it will be of 5 marks question in the semester exam. So listen carefully and you can get 5 marks easily. Okay, so let us go to the problem. What's the problem? Company needs to assign 4 jobs to 4 workers. Like there is a company and it's need to assign 4 jobs for the 4 workers. Cost of performing a job is function of skills of workers. Also, an table given below summarizes of assignments. Determine optimal assignment using Hungarian method. We have to determine optimal assignment using Hungarian method. So I have written some steps. So you can follow these steps to solve this solution. Okay. So what are the steps for Hungarian? There are 2 phases, right? For first phase, what I have to do? I have to subtract minimum value of each row from entries of that row. I will explain that. Also in second step, subtract minimum value of each column from entries of that column. Okay. What I have to do first? I have to check what are the least. See, first I have to draw. See, I have to draw the table again. This is the question 1, right? I have in answer also I have to draw again. So while drawing that I am doing here only. So you have to find minimum row value. Minimum row. You should have to draw again this. Okay, this is the question. In answer you have to draw the same table, and after that you have to add one more column. That is minimum row value. What is the minimum row value in this first row? 20. In second row 20. In third row 30, and in fourth row 20. Right? Now subtract these values from the row. Then what I will get? 30. See, 50 minus 20 30. 50 minus 20 30. 40 minus 20 20. 20 minus 20 0. 70 minus 20 50, 40 minus 20 20, 20 minus 20 0, 30 minus 20 10, 90 minus 30 60, 30 minus 30 0, 50 minus 30 20, 100 minus 30 70, 20 minus 20 0, 70 minus 20 50, 60 minus 20 40, 70 minus 20 50. Okay, so we have written the table. Okay, after subtracting the minimum row value. So let me draw this table. Okay, so after doing this, what we have to do? This is the first in phase 1. See, in phase 1, this is the first step. Subtract minimum value of each row from entries of that row. So we have found the minimum value of each rows, and after that we have subtracted. Step to what? Subtract minimum value of each column. What are the minimum values of each column here? See, in this column 0, in this column 0, in this column 0, in this column 0. So even if you subtract, the table will be same, right? So you have to draw another table like 30 minus 0. If we have some value 10, 20 or that like that, we have to draw another table like by subtracting this column. So at this time we don't have to, like, even if we subtract, we get the same table, right? So I am leaving it here. So phase 1 is completed. So what is the phase 1? To this table we have to find the minimum value in the row. So minimum row value, and we have to subtract that. After that we have to do minimum column value and we have to subtract that. So in Hungarian method, the first phase is to subtract the minimum values of the rows to that particular row and minimum value of the column in the particular column. Okay, so this is the first phase 1. Now what is the phase 2? Draw minimum number of lines to cover the zeros of matrix. Like there are zeros in the matrix, right? I have to draw the minimum number of lines. Like you can ask, how can I draw the minimum number of lines of the to all the zeros of the matrix? This is the procedure to draw the lines. Okay, so what are the procedures? First, row scanning. Matlab we have to scan the row. How we have to start scan the row? Starting from first row, check if the row contains only 1 0. See here, check the first row. If you have only one row, then what I have to do? Draw a vertical line. Otherwise, skip that row. Okay. See, while checking the first row, check whether there are 1 zeros or 2 zeros. If I have 2 zeros here, I will skip that row. Means I won't do anything for this row and I will go to the next row. But here I have 1 0, right? So I am boxing it, and what I have to do? I have to draw a vertical line. Okay. See, like that for every row I have to do this one, and this one, right? 4. See, starting from first row, check if row contains only 1 0. If yes, then draw a vertical line. So I have checked all the rows, and in all rows I have only 1 0, so I have drawn the vertical line for all rows. So after that, here there are no double zeros, so that's why we are not doing anything. If we have double zeros, I mean if we have 2 zeros in the same row, then we have to skip that, right? Like we will skip that row, right? So in that case, what we have to do, after scanning last row, check whether all zeros are covered with lines. If yes, go for step 2. Otherwise, do column scanning. See, if all rows are scanned, after scanning all rows, if all zeros, 0 0 0, every zero is covered, right? If it is covered, then we can go for step 2. If it is not covered, like if it is not covered, if there are 2 zeros, like zeros won't be covered, so at that time we will go to for column scanning also is the same, like after do same process of doing rows, like we go for every column and we will check how many zeros are there definitely be 1 0. So after finding that, we have to draw a horizontal line. In rows we have drawn vertical lines, in columns we have to draw horizontal lines. Okay, so second step, what is the second step? Check whether number of square matrix is equal to number of rows of matrix. See, check whether number of rows of matrix is equal to number of we have square matrix means we have rounded the zeros, right? That one. Okay, how many rows are there? Rows equal to 4. And what is the square matrix? 1 2 3 4. Square matrix is nothing but the zeros which have boxed. Okay, rows 4, and the zeros like what is it? Square matrices is also 4. So these two are equal, right? 4 equal to 4. Then what we have to do? Check whether number of square matrices is equal to number of rows. If yes, go to step 5. Here it is yes, that's why I'm directly going to step 5. So this is the solution. Okay, so these are workers, these are job. Okay, so here rows is equal to square matrices, right? So here we got the solutions for, see, these are the workers, right? For worker 1. Okay, for worker 1, job is, see here workers, right? I'm writing workers, and here jobs. For worker 1, here 1 2 3 4, right? Jobs. Let me see the question once. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 jobs, 1 2 3 4 worker. So for worker 1, the job will be 4. For worker 2, the job will be 3. Worker 3, the job will be 2, and worker 4, the job will be 1. So what is the minimum cost for this? See, for that what I have to do for the minimum cost? See, question asked is the cost of performing only, right? We have to find the optimum cost, right? So what we have to do in this fourth place? This is the fourth place, right? What is the value? 20, right? 20. And this third place 20. And the second place 30. And the fourth place and the first place is 20. So what is the total cost of optimization is 90. So this is the one, guys. By writing this, right, just expand that. I have drawn this in a single table, but you can draw it 2 to 3 tables and it will be along, so you will get 5 marks easily. So here what happened, in this second step, right, check whether number of square matrix is equal to number of rows of matrix, correct? So here we got the equal, 4 equal to 4, but in some cases it won't be equal, right? So at that time what we have to do, we have to identify the minimum value of undeleted cells. Like there will be some, if after these both are not equal, after these are not equal, then we will get some undeleted elements, right? At that time, in that all elements, what is the minimum value you have to see? Okay, in that minimum value you have to see the minimum value. You have to see the minimum value, and after seeing the minimum value, you have to see what is the question. Add minimum value of undeleted cells in the intersection and subtract minimum undeleted values from undeleted cells, and all other remain same. Bus, go to step 1 here. Just remember one step. So if these are equal, right, if both are equal, then we will directly go and declare the answer. But if these are not equal, then what we have to do, we have to check how many remain. Like after drawing vertical lines and horizontal lines, if some elements are remain, like some elements like undeleted cells, we call them as undeleted cells, like 20, 10, these all are deleted, but there will be some elements values where these are not deleted, like even in horizontal, even in vertical. So we will check those values and we will find the minimum value there. And after finding the minimum value, what we have to do, we have to add to the intersection ones. Like it is horizontal, and while doing column scanning we will draw vertical, right? In both there will be some intersection points. We will add to them the minimum value of undeleted cells, and we will subtract the minimum undeleted cells. Like there is a value of undeleted cell, right? See, we will subtract the minimum undeleted value from undeleted cell. There will be some undeleted cells, right? We will subtract the undeleted value from them. Okay, all other steps same. And again, if everything is fine, we will go to step 1, or else we will check again, we will scan again, and after that we will go for step 5, like if correct means. So thank you guys for watching my video. Comment me if you have any doubts. Thank you.